finesse.
Yes.
If I broke now, whose business?
It's your business.
It's my business. So like, it's not anybody's business. Like, I've not seen somebody that asked me in a very long time. You don't chop.
You don't chop. I asked you
You
if you ate this morning.
I chop.
What's the difference? What did you eat this morning?
I know, you don't chop is.
What did you eat? You not say,
no, you were certain that I must have had something. Do you understand? You don't chop is.
Have you eaten? Have you eaten today?
How are you, my friend? Hey. How do you do, my friend? Anyways, big shout out to all the real friends out there. Big shout out to everybody, who's been supporting, everybody that's been in your life. And I think that today is a good time not to call them to ask them for money. It's a good time not to call them to say, can I get that job? It's a good time not to say, it's just a day for you to just pick up your phone and just be like, how are you, my friend? And how do you? That goes a long way for a lot of people's mental health. And of course, yes, I'm bringing this into perspective because of the song, If I Broke, Not My Business. So when I'm broke as well, it's also my business. And when your friend is broke, it's also his business. So you don't know. So, sometimes just ask people how they are doing. It's just a simple, how are you? Anyways, guys, of course, yes, that was a beautiful one. And of course, we saw CK with Emiliana. And yes, of course, we saw Finesse, yes, by Fuse. Anyway, so let's move on to the next story. And this is a video showing a cabman in Calabar, Cross River State, cautioning a female passenger after she questioned the route he had taken, and it went viral in the trending video. The cabman expressed his displeasure at the female passenger for the manner in which she spoke to him. According to him, he took a route that wasn't familiar to the female passenger, and instead of asking him to take a familiar route, she told him, don't follow there. He found the statement offensive and heard his displeasure. Anyways, guys, yes, the video to this effect. Let's see it.
Don't repeat that nonsense again. I will charge you for what I've carried you, and you get down off my car. You cannot buy a car 3 million, you're sitting down there, you're insulting me. If you never knew this road, you just say, please, which one is the road? Why are you taking away his place? Which one is you? Don't follow there. Are you my mother? You must be very stupid. Don't have respect. It is every man, because men jump on you, because that's why you talk to every man like that. I'm responsible, I have a degree. I just do this because of pleasure. I don't want to sit at home. Today is my off day. I'll show you my ID card. You're a stupid girl. Talk to me now. I have a wife. The junior sister, I'm schooling in Unicamp. I'm paying her school fees. She's your mate. Don't talk to me now. Don't sit quiet.
Yes, you're welcome back. And of course, yes, that video is vex. He said, I have a sister that I'm paying. See, people are going through it too. Like, I don't know if you get into cab hailing services. You get into a lot of them. So what I do is, I create rapport with them, because I always sit at the back. Even though I've had, a lady tell me once that, it hurts me every time I see a guy, only him inside cab and he's sitting at the back. And I'm like, but it's my money. I decide what I want to say. I don't care if you're my father's age mate. I don't that if you're my father's age mate, my father is not driving a cab. Do you understand? I'm not trying to shade or shame anybody. But at the end of the day, it is your job, dignity in labor, right? And if that is what you're doing, if I decide, for some reason, say if I can decide, see, I didn't even think say how can I apply Uber? You understand that? So there's times that I just feel like I should not be driving to this Ikeja just like that. Do you understand? Like, I just want somebody to request and be like, okay, I'm going, it's my way. Do you get? It's a side also. Dignity in labor. Now say, oh, I know Ife. Oh, you know that tea time? Yes, I am with pride. Yes, this is my side also. It's good actually. You like the show?
We
talk.
Giving me free cab rides.
If I wanted to do it for free, I'll not just come and pick you. I said that, where will I now go and order? Why will I go and register somewhere and come and be doing it for? Even if my guy, Misty, now you, yes, so now me,
Enter
how much? No, cash or transfer. Now my next question, cash or transfer? Do you understand? Because yes, dignity in labor. I can't remember who we saw. I think we saw what's his name, Alesh, the actor. You know, doing Uber. We saw Speed Darlington. What's that guy? Yeah, it's Speed Darlington. Now is it Speed Darlington? The guy that has antenna. It's Speed Darlington, right? Yes, now. We saw Speed Darlington. Speed Darlington was a cabman in the United States of America for a lot of years. And then people saw him and made a video. And he came out and he was like, yes, I'm doing cab in my Mercedes. Do you understand? Like, yes. Do you understand? It's back in the country now. But at the end of the day, you know, that gave me a lot of respect for that man. Now, let's bring it back into perspective. A lot of these guys feel... I've been using a lot of them lately because I'm fixing my car. So I've been using a lot of them lately. And I realized how rude some of them can be. So I'll give you a real life experience where, you know, I almost got a little bit aggressive and a little bit angry, but I remember who I was. I was a child of God. I shouldn't behave like this. I shouldn't do this. You're a public figure, like TV personality.
That's right.
You're this. You're that. You're a big man now. I'm a big man now. So I now calmed myself. But look at what happened, right? I got in a cab, and the next thing, a roach started creeping. Big cockroach. And I'm like, what? And then I was wearing a slip-on, and then I used it to kick it towards him. Do you understand? Like, it wasn't intentional.
Okay.
I was just trying to get the roach
away
off me.
Okay.
And then this guy now say, you don't even kill himself. You just try and come outside. And I'm like, am I the one that's supposed to be killing a roach in your car? And guess the next thing he said to me?
What?
Whether now you bring him inside, safe.
As per your bag, have you?
No, I don't even carry bag, though, like the way I am like this now. How would you have reacted? No, let's be real.
I mean, well, the fact that they already like they know that they're going to be, you know, entertaining passengers, right? They ought to keep their vehicles clean.
Clean.
Right? And although sometimes, especially like my sister has complained a number of times how she would enter, you know, a cab and it's smelling, or because sometimes they sleep in the car as well.
Do you know there was a day that I got into one of them and I had to tell the guy to wind down, like, come on,
so that
I can't
breathe.
Let's use that. Yeah. I take fresh air. Like, the guy's body odor
was toxic.
Was oozing.
I mean, like from this particular scenario, I want to take it from like two sides, right? From the cabman's perspective and from the passenger.
No, but I asked a question.
Yeah.
If it was you, a cabman, the way you address, and he said, maybe now you bring him inside.
Gonna me bring him now. Did you clean your car?
Oh, that would have been your reaction.
No, me bring him.
I told him to stop the car.
You come down, Abby.
And I came down.
And
if you were going to insult me,
report them.
Yes, I did immediately.
Right.
I came down, and coincidentally, it was not in front of my friend's wine shop. Oh God, do you get? So as soon as I just got down, I just strode into her, and I didn't pay a dime because you don't talk to people. But I know what I would have done normally, right? I would have probably gone crazy. I would have probably shouted, but I just remembered who I was, right? And I decided to let it go. And instead I said, please stop this ride and pack. And I came down. I did a few other things which I cannot see on television because I don't lie. But anyway, but at the end of the day, right? I felt offended, and that's how some of them make you feel. But let me hear your take.
Yeah, just from the point of like the cabman, I always still point out how customer service is very key, right? We always say, like in marketing and like business, you always say like the customer is king, the customer is always right. Doesn't mean that the customer has to abuse that right, but in this situation, maybe he didn't have to react in such a way because the fact is she's a female. She was the only one in the car. She probably felt, you know, you are taking a risk that is not familiar. Right? And then her instinct is like, don't take here now, take this to another place, or where are you going? That kind of thing. And then he gets all defensive. Maybe his ego is bruised. Do you know who I am? Do you know how much I spent?
And I feel like some of them also feel bad when you sit behind them. Like most of them want you to, they'll be like, my son no go sit down for back.
I'm
why
not your
you this
son.
now for? But I'm not your
Me,
son.
I don't
I'm
know.
paying for
People,
service.
Sometimes we used to over glorify some things. Me sitting at the back is not necessarily me disrespecting you, right? Sometimes it's always just for comfort because there's like bigger space at the back.
Sometimes I'm so tired from work, right? And then all I want to do is just sit behind,
Or even
kick my
lie
feet
down small,
up.
safe.
Yes, and just sometimes I need doze. Do you get like I'm tired? Sometimes I'm leaving a venue of an event where I just hosted or emceed at a very late hour. I'm tired. I've been rehearsing the previous night. I've been working. I'm mentally stressed. I'm financially stressed. I'm Nigerianly stressed. Like all I want to do is just kick my feet up and just relax. You understand? So it could be very, very annoying. Actually, but man, like for that video, I think that the lady did the right thing by making a video. At least it would have been a different case where she she engaged him in a battle of words and they started exchanging words and he felt like he had something and then it gets physical. So I think like she did the right thing because sometimes we need to see some of those people, and this is a public call to all the cab hailing services, in as much as you're making our lives easier. Please employ the right people. Not be everybody will get motor sabi drive.
In this Lagos.
Not be everybody will get motor sabi talk. No, be every. I think like there should be a certain type of training for these people.
Even before they take them in,
test them. Test their patience as well.
Not just like how they drive.
It is. They test their patience because teach them these things that they have customers. And yes, we cannot even say we don't have customers that are rude.
No, there are people that are rude, people that keep the cab people waiting.
I've been in a cab with a lady before that, she was just talking to the driver. Oh, God, why you drive like this? You can't move driving me. You get like, they're also family men. They're also human. They also have, responsibility. They're also working. Like, imagine you go to your office and then you do make a little mistake. Big shout out to my boss, my MD, of course, Lekan Ogumbanwo. He has never for once, used an insultive word unless it is necessary. And then he will tell you, he will correct you in love. Do you understand? And I feel like that's the same thing that these people are going through, that you should talk to people correctly. Speak to them in a manner in which you think you want to be heard. Do you understand? But sometimes it could get frustrating. I understand because I'm human. So I'm trying to balance this and try to let you know that, man, sometimes just remember, say your cab driver a human being, just like you, is breathing the same air. But of course, we are running out of time, but this is where we draw the curtains today. And of course, yes, we will be saying bye-bye right now, but thanks for watching. As always, join the conversation on social media with the hashtag TeaTime. And remember, you can catch up on our previous episodes, including this very one, and all our exclusive content by doing what? Subscribing to our YouTube channel. You see one bell like that, it's in red. Just click it. You do bang. When you do that, it's our PlusTvAfrica lifestyle. Yes, you have joined us. Yes, you can also watch TeaTime where on our TV, and of course in London on Ben Television and StarTimes channel 308. A big thank you goes out to the Edo. Oh, you're anybody that wants to be angry, please be angry. And of course the entire production team. I'm talking about man like Miles, of course. I'm talking about Mr. Samson. I'm talking about Peter and everybody in the MCR and PCR, and of course Mr. D, my guy. Anyways, yes, this is PlusTvAfrica's TeaTime. My name is Ife Oshike. Let go.